They are refusing to assist Donald Trump militarily with the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, including NATO. Now, this conflict with Iran is not actually a NATO matter under Article 5 of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. This is because no NATO member has been attacked. In fact, Donald Trump started this illegal war by attacking Iran. However, the NATO allies' near unanimous refusal to answer Donald Trump's request for military support, a request that critics have described as bordering on begging, sends a remarkable strong message about the limits of alliance solidarity with Donald Trump. The same NATO allies who watched Trump support Russia against NATO's defense of Ukraine, and these were the same allies who later rallied to defend against Trump's military threats to occupy Greenland and Canada. And this turn of events with respect to U.S.-NATO solidarity, although not talked about enough, may be the biggest threat of all to the security of the United States of America, and all because of Donald Trump. Now, I'm not proposing that in name the U.S. is not a member of NATO, but I am absolutely proposing that the U.S. may be a member of NATO in name only. And so when do we find out that NATO will no longer defend the U.S. due to Trump's disrespectful, arrogant, ignorant treatment and lack of cooperation with our at least once finest, surest military partners we and the world has ever seen? And I think you see my point here. Do we find out that they're not with us during a direct U.S. crisis? In fact, let's be real about something. And I'm not a military expert at all, but I'll say it clearly. NATO would kick Russia's in a conventional war completely. And I mean that without the United States at all, period. So that leaves the nuclear weapons category. Now, it is proposed, at least by Russia, that they are a major nuclear power. And they may very well be. I don't know and I don't doubt it. But no matter how weak or strong, NATO's nuclear capability, as it stands, would also completely destroy Russia, even without the United States. And I think Russia, although not willing to admit it, is very well aware of it, period. So the question, is NATO without the U.S. stronger than the U.S.? Maybe, maybe not. But what about tomorrow? Because the U.S. won't survive by choosing incompetent and corrupt leaders like Donald Trump. Under leadership such as Donald Trump, the United States of America can fall all on its own. NATO does not need the United States of America, and Donald Trump has helped NATO to see that. In fact, to their benefit, Trump has forced the NATO alliance to see it. This is American News Trust. I'm Steele Black. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and share and comment. Thank you.